There are a lot of people out there that don't understand how hard you fought to help Chrissy, to keep her here on this earth.
When we really found out that Chrissy was in trouble, we were really making plans to do something about it, but it just came a little too late.
She was like a second mother to Bobbi Kristina, Whitney's manager, confidant, and sister-in-law, who was with her 3 days before she died. Pat had planned an intervention for Chrissy and wanted to send her to rehab in California, but then...
What happened to Bobbi Kristina Brown?
After being found unresponsive in the bathtub.
She is breathing with a ventilator.
Court papers claim Nick Gordon injected Chrissy with a toxic mixture before she was found face down in the bathtub. Today, Nick remains in hiding, and many question if he had a role in her death. Pat always had her doubts and even filed a restraining order against Nick last year after he posted threats and photos of guns.
Dealing with that restraining order, how hard was that?
We had a little hiccup, with the restraining order. She didn't understand it. Where the world saw that, she was angry and mad at me, and she was texting me all along. And I really tried to show her, I'm gonna do this, to let you know that you don't have to be afraid of anything, I got you. External attraction can really cause problems if you're not careful, if you're not careful.
Dealing with the loss is especially hard because the family still hasn't come to grips with Whitney's death. In 2013, they revisited the hotel room where she died.
When we went into the room, it was just so peaceful and calm. And the room was lit. It was like it was candle lit. It was just very, very calming. And I went into the bathroom and I placed the flowers at the tub and I just sat there, and just was thinking, what happened? What happened? How did we get here? I'm here today because I have to speak out because I lost someone that was very close and dear to me.
Now, 3 months after Chrissy's death, E.T. joined Pat at her annual Teen Summit. This year, the focus was on silent suffering and domestic abuse. In the past, this event has been championed by Whitney and family friend Tyler Perry. It's Pat's way of giving back to her hometown in Shelby, North Carolina, and keeping Whitney and Chrissy's memory alive.
If Chrissy was sitting here today, what would you say to her?
You don't have to be afraid to speak out. You don't have to. You have to have self-worth. You have to love yourself, You have to call on people and not allow, someone to divide you and then conquer you,
Bobbi Brown is allegedly going to write a memoir. What do you think about that?
I don't really judge when it comes to that. It could be something that could be very healing for him. One of the last conversations that Whitney and I had, and she asked me, Pat, why do people judge me? That stays with me all the time, because you really never know what a person is going through. So if he feels that he wants to write, he'll do it. The only thing is you got to be very truthful. If it's good or bad, you have to own it.